Bibi na enra me hu se mai bi okodwumade bi ase ewo ebunu mantem ho yesi kuro bi de dumesa ena mai bi ya wo yodukuru ewo doma area ho ye ne didi agema bedu me hu se mai ya babonten said da mai yi kwatena babia na wa mu tumfo se tutu nyame kase din a ne ho nto no mu se wasa aba ya wo bububu na ka nye sebi otan ene bema onipa bi pese oye ne ho so bema enka sase mu yidi ne hene so as a se giano se wa ho an o so no kro babontin be pacho so suye se die odukuro no anase agema bedu no baye wo ne dwumadi no ase no se giana esusu ye se onim ho hwe na ono won support di agema bedu bi eye no a ese so babontin be pacho so wanya ne sade a na se o support no 100% na edenti na maka we said Yana no ne abono nkoso hene wo dumesu ase dumesa ena obo modin eye nwuma pa de boa ekuro no say wasi police station bi ewo kuro ni mu a onum bia no ena dumesa odukuro eto ne nsade frɛ dumesa no ewo sunwan empotem ho oto ne nsade frɛ dama odukuro yi agema bedu ena sumadukuro oto ne nsafre wonum so wonum mrebi na odukuro no odoma no ono no ye dumtenani emadwumadi no ti dwumadi na mbepa ho ntoma no ede na ne da so asembe ni yetwro ma wo se beka ede na wo ka na wo de acha afoforo enkona ewa de a gina brante wo no so nyame aboa no na wato ne nsem na wato omam na de onyaaye no wode eboa ma oma no akonkan ade na wode wo kan spile ada emema ne ma onom so se ebi onom anya baby asie na onom so ntwa omam mehwe omukuro ade na ohene ana sebi onipa wadwuru mu da ho ana onipa wonimu nyansa ya frojumedi ya se dwumadi bia wo botaye ntie edi dwuma no ti giana dwumadi no se wasi police station ye pa hontema ene ya to ye nsa afre adofo ona edwumtreni kasa ade ho na okasa giana ayedwuma pa ne ye behwe se emrantie ne mabawa mugu krom ha munyina monhwe ne giana ayeyi na mususu munsua na mummuwa munkura mufifiri mu ne mo ahemfo se ne be ya obi suso anankirima so ba ono so behunu munyuma pa na omosua afeso ye be election muhwem huyi na nyansani kasa no so eza se wokọ ho no ne yentwere otumfo din emfa modumosa police station wanim dwumadie no awokọ ase no afe wokọ ho no na sebi otumfo ona pakan mu enam dumesa kuronum ho so basically nye otumfo nti ena awokọ dumesa ho enti what was the essence fear prasem be ye de so enye ho ne be address fear piasem frapie we professor moa frapie hene onya sabi obi toto fie bi ana obi asabi na adwena wu oye professor a learned person yeah akrachefo ahodo afa ne nsem books ahodo afa ne nsem enipa ahodo no omedi nkita ho afa ne nsem Dormaahene wo ye lawyer wo ye professor a professor na kire wade you see you don't hold a professor when you professor but this man is a professor fear plasem nye ho wo ko ani entro free pay case said we are going to address free pay's case it wasn't there so wo say na wo see say wo ye bron regional house of chief president come on meeting our house of chief wo no na so wo bibia fu say ye wo concern wo mantam ho na beka na wa address ni politely won kasa te say dia sabi wo to me bi ana obi hye wase bi ana se bi obetimi meditate am obi bi na so pese Ghana for hu se wo kukuduro because wo hu se social media is very powerful. I know we say for for. So you are using and nothing about children as the free man money adade. Unim because WhatsApp platform na no mo also na we audio chira wo money o meka. There is people also that also take the same audio out. Dormaahene enka panyini de wo ya. Enye panyini nko ene sebi obi o panyinti bi ana say ye de na di dibre bi. Na mo panyini ne na adwene mu da ho. Obi wo yakora na so na ne ye utimu se wo ye panyini na adwene mu da ho obu no ho ni nyansa on my season to address a particular issue but wo de wo ye aditwem sabi o kasa hanye wo nante anye o body language nye wo no masem ye fin wo taya ye omuma anibra ye omuma na nsen nkrofo ba bonte so otumfo ye jezi but we see your edi che kakra o me betu gram say ni bi wo odi che kakra gu ho no o mo de go platform so you see aye we ya na so nan say ya ambas ayi e fan say British embassies onu secretary keke e be sra mo no mo de gu mu network nyina so na say empanifo se so pese wo yonko pese obetwa akro na wodura wo untwampo no wapem adai no woni brade sa ade na ekoso wo ho mete efifiri kasa na woto woka efifiri tew wo ho mete wo ho dwaw enipa wo woni abro ho no a sebi wona wo siesa wo ye okuro mu clean no hwe yemfa manu afenze manpower enye kuro develop kuro manpower yemfa develop kuro sa metiti go te medo sa develop me sa ebre wo mu yemfa medo me pra ebuo cleanliness eye na mom yemfa nsi hospital emesi anything and develop any amenities and develop any facilities before you can develop your country. You need to connect. Tie papa yi kan sembi odukro no agima bedu kan sembi o say o kasa Ghana fo ntie yes o partnership for Ghana for ho na wonu say Ghana for no most of them asante for because obi o ha ne maame enough ne papa ya asante obi o ha ne papa agbe ne maame ya asante obi o ha ne maame ya mfante ne papa ya asante obi wo ha so he don't even know say Ghana for the majority asante for. So if you are seeking for attention, is that the right way to seek for attention? What can say me about Parliament chief? Yeah, right. Or say and then the highest ranker of Ghana as a lawyer or a judge. And nothing that the BMI busa say. A kura first jima be do fast so e passing in law course of kwaye ye no mesre se wo se validate baby a sebi ye validate how or pass ye because nisembi just asemo kan wo se o ye contempt wo se obebu Ghana mara so judge need na public timika se any obebu Ghana mara so judge ni o de wo heli no o se ani de ani obebu Ghana mara so na asemo kan o se Ghana fo nti no eni a Parliament chief meaning o se enko traditional ni munti me traditional ni o se send your can pepe o se a Parliament chief is the English term for a country highest ranking political leader or a king or a queen in a religion or local polity that is politically administered using a chief-based system. So obi a Parliament chief no it me fair no a king English language mu no or a king English language mu no so or a queen. So afa wo the highest ranking member political leader, a queen or king, local community, and now say political administrative using a chief-based system. Chese, me who baby you in school. Because the Dormaahene nimpefe say, so be a parliament chief, now the highest ranking member. Now fe interpret a queen and a king. But I never know no buy because there is no king in Ghana. And this same English, I try to say, a king or queen. This same English, after younger, they were bro a parliament chief so. Yahe overload. Yahe they were bro parliament chief so. Yahe. Or see a person who is a lord, a person who is lord over another or over other laws to obey the will of one sovereign and overlord. A person of great influence, authority, power, or the likes, simply or see the overlord of a kingdom, overlord of a house, overlord of a company. So overlord, and you will be other laws. So there's a laws I can almost say. So let's see. You have an overlord over about 1 minute. Cause from about chayen pa. On why a certain example be ha. Wabobon crofobidin. So and Gravo abo wedino, wabo mamprusi hinedin, as o overlord. Wabo sante hinedin, o overlord. Yana o overlord. So let's see. Or say the highest overlord of all, or Lord Paramount was monarch. So a person who is addressed as an overlord, you refer to as a monarch. You see, a monarch, and now say, Obi or your overlord, Tio. And it is said on my Hene Babonti Becatro say, a paramount chief, the highest ranking. Our Ghana. There's a paramount chief, so you translate here to the kings or queens. Ebia also overlord, say, Obia, other lords. Lords are who do one. I him for him, and I say, kings are who do shit, na say. And now ye overlord. Na ye head chieftaincy act. Kona meba, okra hard, you know. But say, had the, meba see. Ehwade kosoro kakra Dormaahene akọ law school or we law school also oye friend say oye a judge mo yi Ghana boy say judge for bi say ne wo Ghana there. Let's see, your problem kasi pa. Yeah, your problem kasi pa say. Judges we say pa ni wo gu Ghana ni mu dia. Then we need to think. So yeah, Chieftaincy Act no. Article 58. 7 I think it's 792 no. I can't say me ho or say the Chieftaincy Act in the mono or the categories of chiefs. Oh yeah, and they are yet to say the paramount chiefs or an abekano on one of the say there's no king in Ghana. And on one babontia say the highest ranking. So you have to know that this man, the highest ranking. First a paramount chief or na become na paramount chief or no the catch say yan kwa dictionary. Now when dictionary so just say a king or queen. So Ghana we have queens and kings there. King you be a language. You see, and now we hear the Chieftaincy Act no. The Ebemo who say there is someone above a paramount chief. No, it is in the Chieftaincy Act. So what kind act, Article 58, what say the category of chiefs, paramount chiefs, or say Otumfuo and the paramount chiefs. Adia me pesa mu ne moti Ghana ho. Namo na mo kabro fo kese mu use grammar kese. Me are very sure say you are well of conjunction. We separate two things and now conjoin two things. And so samenu mi anu gina ho. No be catch them say Madua and Efia. Me pato yedi yepe. Yepe. Wa identify me and wa identify wo. It was a Madua and Efia. It was Chieftaincy Act anymore. Also Otumfuo, which clearly has been autonomously be separated. Otumfuo and Parliament chiefs. And it is if Otumfuo is a Parliament chief there. So what was the essence? What is the meaning? What is the importance? See about Otumfuo near the end, near Parliament, and near the Parliament chiefs. And the category of chiefs and the Parliament chiefs. And under the Supreme Court ruling, also Otumfuo is not a Parliament chief. Otumfuo is above a Parliament chief. After watch out the jurisdiction, the constitution, and answer the act, actually the customary and the traditional wheeler, and used to be. Was he a konya was shasiano? And answer baby or hina and the way baby out here in the jurisdiction. Somewhere hidden one in the was Usamano. You see? And there is a law just a jurisdiction. And then a moon pan a mabano, what is a gun and the moon? As I say, a private source of free was in free steam region. You need steam region, baby. It is your castle free here. You have to ask why hene who come for baby are free. So you have to ask where you come from. So it is as you club you are. And what Reggie be mu, but you be dear. So what yes here? A club you Reggie be mu, and you be dear. Sanity, and it is how here. Bibi say, Sabun a mantamuya, a bro mantam in your tribe. Your casa bro regina is not a tribe. It's a mantam, tin your father mantam. A come mantam one, a biaya ya bua ni paro when you legum. It's a mantam ni mono, over say, you were more for a way you're going for. It's more need to make a say, met a bro regin to me a bruni, more need be no beka bida. You will corongo for her, on so to her. Who's ya corongo ni? Namusa say na we die ni na korongo ni abie no na ka say me abuni because they have sense. Minti bi da say korongo ni bi o te bunu region abie na no aka say me abuni eda. Obeka che say me korongo ni. Sa so na wo hia na fanafo ye bi o banda na bi so so a fan say sampa no a wo hia wo mo a obi sa so we die ni a o ka che say me ye na fanani anaso obeka say me free banda ana me free sampa. San one much omu. San so na wushia enkrofo bi wo abromantam no ho a one more de yedom kwaka brurege no ho no still kro tradition especially mpanefo bi no obisa no so yasantini obi be catch so oyabruni obi catch so oyasantini. So what is the problem again? How wo kro wo region nim wo de wo kro so wo kro na ne doma ena sabia bisim obi abachichi no kura ofra kwamu no wo se woni de bobusua ena abisum so akyerewo e wo sunyan e so be so akyerewo adwuma bedu hwe wo ye papa na sabisim hye sunyan se na sabisim se sunyan ma he ho ese sunyan ma he ma ho e ba do ma be so akyerewo de a hwe ye papa kyera wo do ma kyera wo do ma hobi oni Dormaahene na so ya wudi kuro hwe ewiase won so wo amoso so wo wi wo fo nsa na wo hwe wo de the Chieftaincy Act categorically was precisely was say Otumfuo and Parliament chiefs and what the Supreme Court ruling was say Otumfuo is not a Parliament chief, he is above a Parliament chief. If we see be recognize what to force or a king. Is it Dormaahene? Over there was a son. A person me bisao. Because sebi. Wo which way? One will be America for address what to for because the king of Asante. Oh my God, the king of Ghana. Because they know that he is a king over the Asante people. So what is your problem? He is a king over Asante people. And Asantes are everywhere. Woko Central Regina, ya was Asante for. And Kwana Betchin and now on my year back to winning. Woko is still Regina Asante for. Woko a bromantem was Asante for doors. Essing could be as of for our bromantem. So what is your problem? I don't know what to Tialiani high blood pressure amount. I dare na person ya cardiac arrest. I don't know when you bro when you soja. Esa se wa utimu se. De hura wa bo ho pa no. Still a wunya reach targets. And crofo bo mu pa bo mu dia temu cancer kase etwa toro ene wa mu distortion wo distorting na wa kasa wo se no. Eya ye kwa because it couldn't go anywhere. And I said the secretary of British Embassy Secretary now buy na mo good crashes. And I can't with me baby. He is powerless. She is powerless. Nano yuru mo na kideni anymore. She's not allowed to go there. You see, so we just want to make things straight. If you ask me mo be him, and time will be and phone ya kum. So who say what dia prapra na develop ukra? Fa prapra develop ukro, any bros or mutu chadi church from and you develop ukra. Mo friend develop we. Obi ya become awesome. What was that santini bia become awesome? What was that santini bia say and night my bedu and or prapra the crow and I find go obi amfa because ye hwa. Aduma fata woni padua no obi a wo sa je so do nsa ba o ma so say. Obi fa ho be. You don't mean a thing to anyone. You don't mean a thing. When I watch you so before who? The wooye and the sabrokum. Adeshia Bonunya Sante aye. It is by blood. The wooye and the satanoso. Adeshia Bomunya Sante. It is by blood. Near wooye and the centronia Momunya Sante. It is by blood. Near wooye and say word muscle number 2. Momunya Sante. It is by blood. The wooye and the sasampa. Amani nya santie is by alliance from Nananum Bresso near Wuye. See, I said, Siakwa, and the son of Oyakuni Abusia Bako near Wuye, and the soul for my da because of who says Sebi, a brown near Santia Alliance, no, Nucro Nicoso near Wuye, the Pecroman's son of Wayakomuni, and to Assumini, and the son of Manania Santini. Dear Wuye, and the side friend say, Cato, and the say, yes, hey, abako so no muka beba bisi ho. Sunya no kro de no ho abo no. O kana bako se be si wo se fra mukom. Eti de wuye ense se sunyan. Hwe ya wo Bible verse bi wo Bible. Wo se akone de onim beku na so tumi pa de untumi meda. Akone de wa yire ho, wo pese wo instigate and wa yire ho no wo bodo manfo ye omo ye illiterate. Wo bo no pa, omo nya learned people. And they are everywhere. Making nuisance, a lot of rubbish commentaries, rubbish posts, things that doesn't even make a little sense. On our buy, and I said there is no king in Ghana. But what's Abba say? The paramount chief is the highest ranking. So now you remember yourself. See, I guess one maybe wow. I even address you as a king. So when we cast a paramount chief, who hear a fancy translation, a child say a king or a queen. So in Ghana, your kings and queens, beside queens and kings, or be aside queens and kings in the Shamuaseno, he cannot be classified as a king or your overlord. Because 1, 2, 3 people, until say a couple of 4, 1 person as a girl, 2 girls as a girls, 3 girls as a girls. Sanity. So one king, 2 king, 3 king, they become kingdom. And when the kingdom expands or more monarch, and that's empire. So Dormaahene, so yes, you answer brophobia now can so win. O bro 40 cent chewie. Na me ka ase me de enye. Na wo de me kwa de me ka British accent o. Me na Ghana twi brofo na mintimi nka. Na wo de obrofo no as ye de tai e de abo ahyem e pa no ma de ku no. On say wa convert ko twi because it doesn't make sense. O pronunciation sinya o grammar ne de as ye ni free soro e na beti nsuom e wo hyin ase. As a judge, you can't even articulate with verbs. Your sentences itself is so polluted. You were too daft. Wabon. This is what I find really unusual. Obia was so yet judge. You came outside and you invited Obia or what was the cash and some of free joy news. Only the interview say in Ghana here, it's a unitary state. There is no king. Dormaahene. Then I came outside and I said, you need to collect that impression you are collecting because a parliament chief on our canon, were the highest ranking or a king. Because ya kasa anymore or hene and a bronino, the brofuno of a king. So every wahini wa paramount chief no ya friend a king and a king watching no ya wodu kro odi kro no watching no ya wodi krasefo sa na koba. But you have the audacity to came outside because you were so bitter. What holding so many envious mindset. You were too bitter to the sense, you speak rubbish. You speak like you are just in the middle of ocean to nowhere. You speak like you have lost your key. You are so desperate, you don't know your left or right. You speak like a senseless child. A child that need the mom to dilect around with the beatings. That is how you look like. Oh, Kasane so big in a but those who are more haters, they are hailing you. And our Bema, how many voices was there? Baby, I got no voices. I know. Ready for no job watch here. How many voices was saying so? Bema, one more no freedom my baheno. They were the people saying that. Obie vital. I want to do media say. Oko ye be obi a developmental project. What simia ye? And your money crew. And ya and Sunday, they are frewo. What did you have to do? You need to speak to inspire the other people from other, a friend say, neighboring towns. No, so you have to encourage them. You need to inspire them. You have to motivate them. You have to also support them with your wisdom. But because you lacked the authenticity of wisdom in it. You do not even have it. If you indeed have it, you should have known that there is time for everything. If you had an issue with fear play issue, fear plus some number, if you think you have issue with it, if I were you, I would address it accurately. My addressing was Bro House of Chiefs because I found one address it Timishia near discussing about your chieftaincy to your issues away and also issues are facing. Each of them are in their own traditional authority. So how dare you speak rubbish? How dare you speak like fear prey and daft? How dare you speak like that? He is a professor for crying out loud. That man is a professor or a scholar, intellectual. Why this by don't call high court? Why not kasabi? We yes have control court for a judge for nibi. You see, what did you even write your exams? Yeah, don't call appeal court. We want you to end this time. You can verify end this time. They don't call because they promise you Supreme Court. But they didn't know, said they do not have that authority to send it to Supreme Court. So they gives you the High Court. Omo ma biro munimadian, e bini na stampa Jafara. Osuya na ade, news nyina wa block so, wo wasa men wo dia wa benu susupe. And ya ukasa wo internet so who even know you? Who even know your existence? Who even dare know your name? O person pe kokoye. When you're beer, you couldn't pick anyone because you cannot figure out, apart from Otumfo. Ade, Mitimusa, we get no. Obia observer, one call in the video. He don't even respect that woman. Omuno. A person, entity like that. Idiotic nature. Such an imbecile. You come outside and you spit rubbish, spitting everywhere. Are we not tired of you? Are we not tired of you? That Krasini gave you a fellow, Mama baby, on you very careful. He don't know what he are dealing with. Or Nima do crowd dealing with. But Nani Babano Honsono. Nani Babano Honsono. If it's people like me who are just like tortoises, do not underestimate our gravity. Because I can float. I've got that energy to float. Yes. And I can diverse. Who better now, ho? Talk is cheap indeed. Now can it be to wouldn't come even on social media? Mr. Evans said, Mr. Card, if talk is not indeed cheap, such an imbecile like you wouldn't have the audacity to write. Because talk has become so cheap. People like you who have totally lost it. Your brain are not even connecting at all with any kind of wisdom. But because talk is cheap, you have the capacity to come under my own post. Why would crowd for about my video? Imbecile. Lack of knowledge person like you. Me video I say. Once I will make my video I say because you are non-titty for me. So I won't even come to your video. Stupid are you. You even have a solution to resolve this stupidity in the public places. Only the bet me also. Do you know what it can cause? Huh? Wouldn't my dear bet me diaba? Tribal war. Eba officer sabi. Ebru honum. Ehon the best as ye fraba. Because asante fugu. Ehon the best as ye fraba. So be careful. Do not think it's a. Oh, hey, you see we need pattern in Jinawa. If you want to show more support, no, you don't know their mind. Do not trust anyone surrounding you. Abejadu pass Sierra say talk is cheap. Did that look cheap to you? Huh? You see me as simple like that. Did that look cheap to you? I am not cheap, because me, I am a person that allows my obineka also say obligata. I allowed my mental agony. Aha. Sabra for them. What to be paying? In kwasiasema kwa. You have that the infantry to have that tantrum to come here and spit rubbish. Huh? So can I not do one Kobe and can one to? Huh? If you did not mention or 2 for them, Kobe Baby Bonidin, who even care about him? Who is he? Oh, yeah, wine. He barely exists. Bema will 9 years or by Nancy. He barely exists. Me honestly, I am nobody. One other my hino in a home. Me am a cancer. And that what no we are say. And the when you are me near bit because me hear any baname. But the kind of caliber of him disgusts me. Or a despicable nature of a person that hates peace. Or person who say, oh, just say, oh, you're brave. Who are you seeking that glory from? Oh, you're brave, yeah. Make yourself great. Asante Kingdom was made themselves great. They fought many wars. They established themselves. They made themselves in that rank. You cannot use your what do you call it? Your senseless words. I'm going to get Asante Kingdom down. Look at this. You came outside and you said there's no king in Ghana. But yet you came again. A judge. You need to be verified. I have said these things. I will continue to spit it. You need to be verified because you don't qualify. How could you able to sit in the public domain? Now I can say, boom so. Don't you know it's a contempt to disregard the constitution that embodies the Supreme Court and the land. And you, imbecile like you, sit down. No, be a was see what you phone to me more a parliament chief. And in his throne is saying, then he shouldn't even worry himself. So I can't because Obi I want him more dear. Now how do you have now sorry? But you were scared, you were panicking. Because you know where the authority lies. You know the truth, but what person would deceive you? One more munya elected to say. Because some potom one be they don't even know a thing. So you are taking that as an opportunity. Shadi, if a child, would a dinner. Also, 240 more parliament chief. Yadana say, more the head of our former Jimmy. To a cast as a bueno. And never Musu on the same. Musu on the same. If or two for one a ball. I have heard say, Japok Romana born parliamentcy. On a drop one born parliamentcy. No tomb for Opokuara. And your tomb for your friend say, or tomb for a sausage mine. Nebo drop parliamentcy. Anna, Japok because of British for the Bayon or Mubaye. A mamma, no mudi be shassi, Japok and Quadi parliaments Nibia, Japok a share drop wassy. A you brad drop over share ebe parliaments no. One aboard parliaments, one a man or my hands. One a man Japok mine. Huh? And yet Japok mine now tomb for man in Tina war drop over ye. Tisa banka and say, what could the prison? I was anti banka asante memu. Onu jadam assassin out so. And on so sa, or two for board jadam mahene. And a banka sem you who kick and in the prison. Or 240 mama hene. No 240 mama in a cabra some pepper mahene no. Why the boss sampa mahene? Why the boss sampa mahene? To the mahene, what you meet up one tip sham true wepa the chirankola, ninchima, aquada. Now what I had some way I will say. Why and the ball sampa mahene? 1982, a brass sampa upper mahene, wo, unisuma, because Satamno near the sampa kushe sumase. Wo, unisuma, na motro homa. And I'm the command, JJ Warren say. Ma won more sampa mahene. I didn't want to catch them. Letter or ho. Officiality. Originality. What is catch them says, Mamma ma sampa mahena. O tum for a something in a man mahene. And panso, no something man mahene. Say a mianam cruno, mamma or mahene. Hey, Drobo. I have said, Suma, one of the ma, Munya said Jimino, Nanye. Why and the boss sampa mahene? Or do follow him on my own boss sampa. One aboard Tanos mahene. Huh? A mammusrum child. Why in the board Tanos mahene? Dormaahene. Oh, Nancy and our mamma in Pesobi the day. Quadrini struck. Now, Bob Pammy Coon. Why in the ball? Tanos mahene. Yahya dibi. O hasante amahene mu abe. O ye kontra ye wo yamfo. Yamfo asante man na bo na mahene. Ye wo mem asante man na bo na mahene. Hwidiem asante man na bo na mahene. Banda asante man na bo na mahene. Ewodumase asante man na bo na mahene. Dua ye nkwanta Brekum diabetes for and a peja brekum to parmonsi, a braya santo, 1901 talk on mancobino. Then ya say, a santamana born mahene. Bompata, a santamana born mahene. A sankare, a santamana born mahene. Bechem, a santamana born mahene. Manson quanta, a santamana born mahene. When she, a santamana born mahene. Yankobio. Yawa adankreja asantehene asanteman ne bo adankreja is asantehene ye wo kuro bi efe no beposo asante ene bo on man asantehene ye wo asokore ejoso so saa ye wo beposo ye wo efe ne say efe ne say tano dumase ye wo anyinesu abrankaso bonwire ofenso adanse adubiase bojizango bojizango ya brempon dompase ya brempon akrokare ya brempon bobrase odumase orunya ya brempon kusa jawo ahensan brempon krofrom afei no aba mampon yawo asuaboa asamai agona ni nyina sa amahini ya me bom din asantema le bom mahene afei nsoko wona abo na mahene japa krom wona abo na mahene goso wona abo na mahene my brother sampa wona abo na mahene empreso number 1 wona abo na mahene asante ehene asantemai ne bo na mahene afei si akwa wona abo na mahene asantemai ne bo na mahene Mahinia asante hene ana asante mai ye hene wabo na hemfo no ebinsi the unprecedented because he is an overlord so wotimi peja ne hene bia ye mahene eti eye dey na de nsan ye na do mahene peso man kwanta ehia ehwidie wona abo na mahene yanko dansa wona abo na mahene chia bodom o kasantema ho wonim ne etia kokopo wabakosem ne tie yanko jamara wo no chia bodom was one of the most effective within the front line of jamara wo one bobo ye mahene boyem wana bo na mahene oya ikuni omu nyina ebusua baako afei ekuro bi di jadam awasante achem eno ne ma banka hena ono se kurasi ne abayo ano efe no mama ba no banka hena ne yeso akodi sika wakodem no ono jadam nti asase nya jadam dia jadam na otumfo o se tu bo na mahene no eno nti na o se afede o masom afeta no so na abo na mahene emse ye wa utikutu ayawa Dormaahene wo kasa eni brenti ka oyo no monyamfo be ya hwanim pa twehwe efa hye wontoma no a ntoma yetutuko ne se nkwa wo de ere bi kura wa ha menim wo mo hwe o mapia bonten kanya se number 1 and number 2 na abo na mahene Kenya se number 1 ne number 2 na abo mahene afe ye ko awrade tapa na abo na mahene potumfo yalla na abo wenim nyina mahene obogu achie nsua ni nyina nkro nyina la eba domi abra asante achim sankore ona abo omum hwan wo tumi abo mahene me obrempo okro betimi abo he Dormaahene on kan kire nkrofo se brempo okro ntimi mobi because brempo kuma se brempo okro wo Dormaahene on ne wu nyina position yepe ti se bant mo se bant wo brempo on se nkrofo no fi se bant ma Mahene boy brempo eso sosno enkuro be bre adwira wonya Mahene o ne kakraka eso ya brempo e won kura wo do be bra o me ya brempo fo eso be a far advanced, polite, really comportive, intellectual, disciplined, gentle, but what dear, basa. Amanti una abo na Mahene. Amanti ofri kwa abde Kenya se. Amanti wona bobusua. Na semti ni etwesi etwa region ni etwa santefo nyina kofra otahunu nti ya oka say administrative purposes Amantin ofri kwa abri Kenya so be chichi ni kuro ona bo amantin ma hene amantin ona bo na ma hene entronie ona bo na ma hene ewodu ma so number 2 ona bo na ma hene otumfo na bo wenu nyina ma hene but you have the audacity the infantry to spend this stupid tantrum in public Dormaahene eti woni futufo o papa bi na obegina ho mi bi okra de miam yonko dankyirani e wo na wo so yonkwase asem saa no sahane ono oyi Ken Charles na ko school only ton said it 2024 Ken Charles ton said it for he can advise you all this parliamentary aje ebi wo mu a be wo kan all this about 78 parliamentary diabetes for liberty enyuru 6 Asante Mine the king or the overlord of Asante kingdom liberty because pekwase ebuo won pesisie won pese obi bedi obi so eti wo ye ya na apegyaw se ne be ya wo so betima achiru kro wo betimi akọ ene aban because onyo ma hena aban timi ne uni nkita ho enti aban ne wo mo bi ekura wo hye no ehye wo de ne chase no ne de koma no na se ya bere ubi na so tumfo setu se nkuru we nyina ko betima ma aguo ye mo ma hena ko mu gunu ase bo tumfo setu se da bi enye ne sa wo pese o yanku twakora ena wo su twaduru tin wo se be de ha me te me ne mama hene na te Dormaahene mampo hene ase bonsu oya professor wo nana krobi asante asokore mampo hene oya professor wo ayi be efense ekro woni professor ne lawyer for any judges for omoya ahemfo asante memo you are where woni dada so we dream of so Supreme Court forget because that Supreme Court majority carry the vote. Majority carry the vote. Me say wo wunti na ko bia ni Dormaahene ni asem wunti wo wunsema ba bontin bekanti eye me ya wo yenso na dia sabotage ndisi na dia frafra ndisi na do ho afrafra Dormaahene na wo bondin na wo de kan asem hatred tribalistic division until be lose a lot of votes. Ezan say ene akora panyini aberewa akokora abesere obi etie onsa wo de on propaganda o ka so obi abeti o hwe anka wo ba ye ebi kura wo be ka ho asem a yewura otumfo fie prase mi de yewura minim se nya ha na ka ne kabre beteja wakoa menya opportunity a ma mentere ha menka bi yewura ka be ya kafre wodu maso number 1 for na ne wo no mu ninkita ho wa anya ne sa wa anya ne sa chese me se Diana no Diana pese ejiro nyankopon aja ati ejira wa okosoro pese be stop wa wona what say wo ye spiritual person wo astral world na the hwan de astral projector wona keke wo we science book ni mo ane wona mo keke sanse mu ya wo spiritual person na nkrofo donate skandema na adu yokru yi obi amfa ho nyemo de ekanyina ne say sa wonni mo sa de no oyewo wodwumedie fefa okodi ye no do not underestimate Asantefo sa bonu mantem no a mu nipa kakra bi mu ye dede sa no do not underestimate Asantefo because we don't sell our birthright all na say you am mugu atwese ne we don't sell our birthright we do not sell our birthright it is impossible And it's the make catch all the say. Diana and Crawford pay what's the do it, about 78% to 80% as anti-for. And Crawford bow Sikasem a support on about 65% as anti-for. Because Asante, they don't hate. Oh, yeah, they love to help. It is the make catch all the say. One na would do you may deal no abet nasi and was pitis adian. So office one in your home. Now office on support to her. Bra! Never be condemned. And I want a mutual statement the man's on my cow. What's the police station here, baby? And come on in the all. So one for to be patcho. Said the see, you know. Obia and fanche. Nem from so casem. Ebia sebi. Woba no de kakra kanwa no said de bia oye no ne man be ka kasanze muhi enya sagiana so powers me ni power me ni koto me ni pala be I promise you one way ya obe senke ye won krofo bi won medical ka che asanze won amumu hu o mo saa no konkran ko he me chiri ma mienu o mo ye nkrafo yes Mechiriba mienu omo ye nkrafo atakwara ene kwabra de wo film Tias and the vono do not think is the ohunu no ye mu bi papa ye da gomba fo ye mu bi maame no mo ye na gomba mamprusi ebi eye efe ne sei nkrafo ebi ye mfantefo eti eye mes bebre Yas and the phone eye mes bebre o ye open krofo mo ye mes power Ghana wa Asante for ba chemfo ye mu bi o ha ne mame noni ne papa ya santini obi o ha ne mame nkrani ne papa ya santini so abese o kan tokwa men kan no said ye wo dwene wo azumi no wo azumi ni sa you be biggest mistake tijiana aha me tena me kasa no unim nipa hwan ye o mahine. You're careful. One way, would you make papa wash at him? Obi, ne tanka senti. No, the before the photo. Tipacho. Sana be mo na efe ne bunu the one facing. When them phone, Louisa, I didn't crack. Ono kura do fidoma o. So Ghana for be kasamoa. Aya, mususu ensure unacceptable solidarity. Hospital rubbish. Tieni Louisa Dinkra Ofridoma Asante phone tesa de bibiarada. Louisa Dinkra Fridoma oh yeah. Chi move your name. Ayi a friend say my brown munyina no mane. Gay friend say Vivian Jane nom Emilia Brobe fra ayi achima boafa. Ajinum chese Onu munyina ye nua ba gay an ho fefefe ofiri yi gay kakrakai ofiri kokoro ntumi obia wodi ofiri you see Louisa Dinkra mie na no insect any tribalistic bia comment biada me observe nipa Louisa Dinkra movie ye mu na wotutu kwan wosisi fie wotokas ni adade so wo baby na to ono na leka baby edidi ho ye nse ho na nse mu wono ekoye clinic bi o menhia me hu wo atadwe da bunu face obi be interview no ka kire wo say sa ebrokum aya santin sa wo ya santini wo didi na tem ama obi edidi bo no atem because na me kura mi susu say that wasn't the right time. Also busa asa question no be meko bro no hu do ye adima bedru your body language the kind of now that is what tire santefo be wuti blekum ye na am na chichire blekum krache ye na nanom na chichire blekum ti so fu se what tire santefo sa get out from the kum na cotton baby abetra to ma fo beje enna womu awonu omu namu na omu edu omu sika produce movies no they are also asantis wo ka so wo adwene wa akoma wo do obi be obi ni adwene akoma ono so do obi obi se wo kire se wo do obi afu se oye wo de ya sa na obi na wo de be hye kasa he bra wo de be hye kasa se me ebunu kasa he bra hwe yi pa liwiza dinkra oba mu nyene yonge bi ono waka bunu Rashida the Black Beauty enya bunu kasa na obekan na santefo any movie stars ni bi pushi no asa onko go school nyina o action ni niema wo yeye no ena wo mo do musika produce movies say am for bi because what should I say ye wo taye ena wo divert asem no o divert asem no o wuti brekum ne yana nanu mo chichiri brekum ho no ye nanu fra sokode be chichiri brekum ho no wo atawi de bunu face na wo sinu wuni no wo nana nto ato so do mo kan wo bi atukotena fo mo adwene mo tukotena krofo kromu a no ma kante ho age because ho be okrom what kante ho ana e krom ana mi free brekum ana ya bunu fo o ya bunu ni a go fuck on sit a bunu for land amuti manipa kakasa ya aro eniti de me kanyina ne se Diana pachow eyo dwumedi ase enye sa unyi aba fon tantam tie mark my words na no obi ka se obi kan live there who powers na fan goes ya na emesere onyame na che powers onyame nko ananim who is heavy and who is light. You just created it. And the air can say, Ajima bedu, ye be so do lame. So do lame one. Me ebi obe humi a umu me bega say ni perfume bi ono to ebi na me ni perform. Wo di lame me ni perform to me meka wasem. Me ni perform ebi a obu mi sai. Me bo wudin be wumu wunni ulem na wabon na wuntimi interpreti ne ema yie na wuntimi kire ne emu yie ntino da bia saadete di ulem odi ulem a memisiwe sabi apempledase se afie na wutimu no ebia me dia kan be hwa me ho because it's a STEM school frat inside him fi it's a STEM frat mimi ni bi say doma asase nyina na hye wase we ye dey awuska because o to asase no akurase asase o to okora na say si ya dey akurase asase nyina ekosoro ubenya 150 million ubenya 2 ton 10 akura nya ize mimi ni say ska ise me ye adwuma den azane menya tinya me yonko no Dormaahene say kasa me yonko pan no dia enye no kore nya me yonko no na emumbu hu na sie nyansa ezan say so usue nyansa me amisiwe menza me fata oyire kura che me penyi oyire ko betima wo me mintim me ka wasem misro kura me fere me metime oka sebi ka frache sebi enyado me metimi akobie ma no akoka sebi Dormaahene ko oka mo ho nkasa no me metime me ka na because me ka obi asem anata bubu Dormaahene me metime be esa ne so because obu no odi ni lem odini name mi metimi nkofa obi me fere esa se me bu akonya tuntum bet eti akorafu bi ateseme ya no wabeka wasem onipafu bi ateseme ya no wabeka wasem me afun kura no soso nkrofo na obo omo pa no na wa wonimu oni mfede wotimi se me sebi me ni monyame na ase kura na tese wo mo de me na ase na wa mu de enya me yonko no na subu ho na suade look see the right time never can some nye anytime ya na ka some ade na ope asem ebusa ade na ope onkan ebia o kire ne opa ade kro no obi kro obi obetam de amaw ade ena otumfo echina otumfo ade echi otumfo next day otumfo ozo otumfo the highest ranking parliament but you said there's no king Na paramount chiefs means king. A king. It will be a king shut no was no ono so friend say. It will constitution now, papa. What nas the boo attend children crofo say now chidim. Because the chieftaincy has a category of chief now all come was a kawasia was say otumfo end. There is end. So everything bia yede ade bia a separate no. So Obika say I like you, bet. Just say there is something there. I really need you. Although there is something there. So are we going together? We are, bet there is something there. As long as a conjunction the Bible will say, bet a differentiate at the end. So it tells you there, Otumfo and paramount chief. And it is a Dormaahene, oh, ye judge, me, ye judge. Oh, the brofo no quatroy, me swim English crown. Man, Showdown passing ye, me, SSS. Man, Showdown passing ye. Ben Bur a butcher hand, Makuskupa, me diploma certificate in a go. Because I want to go on, make Bucromi have Metihano. Ghana for crying me, they don't even know them a Ghana for the toss here on my heart. O Ghana brofona minti minka, be crom here na me tell brofona de. Me we sad say bibino. E de tie me pese me catch won say. Ne pese ehu nyina ne say, brofona wo de kotchro. O law yi no a, o law education akọ ye ni nyina no. E be say ebisa say. E ka enda. Wo mo bi judgment. Enipa miensa ne ejina ho. Ba ko yo ba. Mienu ye mema. Now kase, I sentence you akwasi body to 10 years in prison. Akwasi mensa to 10 years in prison. And Lucia Jane to 5 years in prison. On say one man so bem. And Dormaahene, at least tell them the truth. I didn't know him so too for only a pen or a paramount chief. Why did you came out? Now I said you don't understand so too for the war constitution. Obeka said you go to any length. See a baby in dinner for the hall. Why? Because whom said dinner or natural was a wash and I say. And just every parliament chief. Yana Bugri. Otum for parliament chiefs for you Amazon or Masi. So that was your concern. I was shared that they could fire now. Yana will know time. Because Yana, we all aware nim say parliament chiefs, Yana say. Nim. So how dare you say we a parliament chief? Oba Bejina Catcher will be say, Obi or no, the Constitution, Chieftaincy Act, I've wrote its name. So Otum for and I say Asante Hene. And Parliament Chief, after what Babonte say, the highest rank is the Parliament Chief. What about the Asante and can you come out and explain to us? You are the interpreter of the Constitution. You use the law in court. So you need to come out. And yes, they have to verify where you gain down your qualification from. Now, no, brofo and I work a Brown House of Chief. And I home put Brown House of Chief. O brofo a kum event say a kum son consul. So I want me realize this because you were missing your past tense, your present tense, everything. Obi o si me bobi onko e video ni bi. So Dormaahene, I'm telling you, when I count was I put it to you. So you did not pass your law course or law exams. I put it. We are from Ghana bar politics and Kwan out there, baby. I put it to you because I had what the genuinity partner, what dream addition idea. Then you don't need to. When I want to say you don't understand why. Asante Hene name is on the Constitution. Then you ask, who is he? And are you not the same person? Is he a king or is he? So, because you know, sir, the Constitution declares him as a king and an overlord. You knew that. And he was very concerning to you and walling. And I will say, who is he? Is he a king? Since we become a unitary state, there is no king in Ghana. So why is his name in the constitution? You see? Dormaahene, you see why your daft mindset will end you. You are a disgrace of this generation. One and Kabe Babontin, no be kasa will be jum, seka wuti way, yes, sram, ya kwa election time. Obi antwe ne ho fi basabasa ye ho. Obi anhwe ne ho yie. Mo bia ne dipen mo tem. Ohene de yankasa ntia na ke bi ye nipa fo amte na me de asuo nyansa na ba kontina me kasa metimi afa me kasa yie ma kasa yi Dormaahene otu yefo e wo se me hwe yie na nse ye wura tena se o se garam se elin langard fo. This is a leader addressing an issue that could cause a generational damage. Oh dear, what to ho? Is he a king? Is he a king since you become a unitary state? Why is his name? They have to remove his name. Now, Obia was say why Parliament chief there. Need you work constitution more? So can any people? Moody anyhow. A judge or interpreting law to be contempted in public. Say Annie, since I remain the president of my House of Chief, I will make sure, say, I will go against the law. And the other program which me do, hey, judge more. Ajegana, na that's the would be see. Abrojina, so be making some statement, as a judge. Goodness, ka headlines, ka dia chinya now, ya frost for resignation letter bra. What a disgrace, Monkey Republic indeed. And to someone him say, or doing for a parliament chief to say, why did you pay an uncle to visit you in a Pempredase to start sprouting rubbish? So since we become a unitary state, there is no king in Ghana. So that would do for who he. Is he a king? Or why is his name in the constitution? Even Mampohe land is not. Mampohe na what you know? A professor, no what university, ni ura no no. O huyantoma. On one moment so ankunyano, the professor what think. Ukromo nkwana wo school when professor mpo wa bon. So common English like this, so you know anu na ma ho mete. Onim say bi ebeto bi no. Otumfo be ma na say abembaben. He say or speaker of parliament. I just say he have to understand the law that embodying the land. You choose you as a speaker of parliament. You have to have knowledge about the constitution. Knowledge about the laws, the policies or acts, a near a preventive. Said near maybe intimacy. You Abamba Ben is aware. But mind you, Abamba Ben, he can interpret the law better than many. All of them. So busy Ghana Parliament, o me na no. They secret in the power move. We want them to spit it physically. News forum mom by the constitution, the article, the chieftaincy act, you know. If the chieftaincy act, it doesn't mean that it declares everyone as a chief. And that is the title of the act. BB on the topic. So the chieftaincy act, you know, there lists for my year category say woman ebi a paramount chief. Na no what you say. En chichemu no anu what you say asantehene or already carbon and paramount chief. And there was a constitutional review in 1992. It tells us Otunfo is not a paramount chief, he's above a paramount chief. Interpreter of the law. It also requotes you say Otunfo jurisdiction a stretch from a neck Asante region, Ebono, and so many parts around the country. Dormaahene, you know, why are you not reading that to them? What do you think for the coin? What now we are mlenimu, what now we are mlenim. Tis awful say, act no crack can't dear. Now, what office say it was wrong to implement that kind of actor. What did you have to do? You have to contend that. You have to send something against that emotion. So they become Supreme Courts. That is the court of law. The last court of the land, the Supreme Court. And you were a judge. So you write your motion. Your what understand at the country also see yes as a banasa. Na Supreme Court na chair at the country was a banasa. They will tell you say